Hello, my amazing superhero mamas. You are even more superhero recently because your kids have been home for a very long time and the summer is still ahead of you. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the best little, they can be day trips, weekend getaways from the Boston area.
Showcase suggestions, where I share travel tips and lists of 5 to help make traveling with kids a little easier.
So this summer is going to seem really long because the kids have been home since March. So I know you're going to be looking for things once we're able to kind of get out and things are reopening throughout July and August to do with your kids. So I wanted to put together a quick glimpse into some of the weekend trips I think are the best from Boston. I don't know everything that is open or will be opened, so some of these things might be affected still, or their operations might be changed a little bit. I'm hoping that at least at some point in July or August that these places open up at least for a little bit, and maybe we won't have that second wave they've talked about, so we don't have to worry about them not opening again. But anyway, let's just jump in. Plymouth, Mass. I love Plymouth. I actually got married in Plymouth. The plantation there is really fun. A really great way to learn history as well. Not only just the history of the Pilgrims, but also the history of the Native Americans. And there's a great museum there that kind of just talks about American history in general. The downtown area is great with lots of shops and restaurants and bars with live music. And the Miles Standish, even if the plantation's not open, Miles Standish Forest has wonderful hiking trails. There's some great kayaking companies down there where you can do some sea kayaking. Really a lot of fun there for the whole family. There's also some great spa. This is actually where I got married. Mirbeau. If you just need a break from the kids, then head down to Mirbeau, book yourself a night, some spa treatments, have a wonderful meal. Make sure you get the cicchetti. That's my favorite. I love the cicchetti and I loved the grilled oysters. Both were items on my wedding menu. But it is a wonderful retreat where you will feel pampered. There's beautiful clawfoot tubs in the rooms. This video is getting really long and I'm only on the first one, so I'm going to keep moving on. Salem, Mass is another great one. It's known for the witch trials, obviously, and for Halloween. If you're visiting in the summer, there's still plenty to do, even without doing any of the scary witchy stuff. If you have young kids, there's the Salem Heritage Trail, which is like the Freedom Trail in Boston, and you can follow the trail for some historic sites. There's a lot of maritime history. There's maritime history museums, and the Peabody Essex Museum does a great job of incorporating young kids into the artifacts and having them create things, and there's very hands-on stations at the Peabody Essex Museum. Portsmouth, New Hampshire is similar in terms of history. What I love about Portsmouth is they have a children's museum, and if you were a little afraid of going to the Children's Museum in Boston because of all the people, the Portsmouth Children's Museum is really small, really intimate, and they do a really good job of, and not nearly as busy. So you might think it's smaller, then you might not want to go there, but not as many people go to the one up in Portsmouth. And so I've gone a few times and have basically been one of 2 families in there. So really great way to social distance, but also visit a children's museum. The Strawberry Bank History Museum is there as well. And then another great social distancing is the Odeon State Park. They have incredible tide pools and enrichment to teach kids about the marine life that live in the tide pools. So that's a great one. Providence, Rhode Island is another good one as well. It's not as big of a capital as Boston, so it's not as busy. You're gonna have some great children oh goodness. Have some great options in terms of the Children's Museum. There is fantastic as well, but I think the Roger Williams Zoo is worth a visit, and so is the Biomes Marine Biology Center. It is constantly talked about as the most hands-on aquarium. So really great way to learn about science, and all of these are great learning tools. I know you're so sick of homeschooling, but you can get out and make learning fun a little bit at the Biomes Marine Biology Center, or just have fun at a Paw Sox game. Hopefully baseball will pick up again, and doing something like a Paw Sox game, not nearly as expensive. There's going to be less people, less crowding. Could be a great way to celebrate baseball if it comes back. Portland, Maine is another great one. It's about an hour from where I am here on the North Shore. They have really fun pirate cruises. You can see working lighthouses. They have a great science center. What's really great about them is they're really big with their farm to table restaurant movement right now. One of my favorites is they have donuts that are made out of potatoes instead of flour. So they're just incredible. The sweet potato donut is my favorite. I'm gonna do more of these with long weekends or road trips from Boston, as we don't really know what's going on with airline travel. So hopefully I can find some things for you to do with the kids that will get you out of the house and taking a break from the busy.
Need help planning your next family vacation? Visit us at showcasetheworld.com to request a quote or schedule a free vacation consultation. Want more great travel tips? You'll find those there too.